In the ancient city of Ibadan, a remarkable idea was born, a vision built not on profit but on passion, a passion to shape dreams, refine ambitions, and empower students of every background. Today, we have the honor of speaking with the mind behind this vision, the person who brought this dream to life.
My name is Olumide Adeleye. I'm the founder and CEO of Twim Institute. I think originally the idea was to start a studio. We started after a burglary, we transitioned into Twim Academy, expanded and became Twim Institute. I think one of the first ones was NEPA. I've been beefing them for this entire week. But when we started then at the office at General Gas, I remember that we loaded 3,000 naira on the prepaid meter, and we used that for almost an entire year. So we didn't exceed the 3,000 for a whole year because there was no power supply, but they were still billing us the compulsory fees. When the burglary happened, that was another sign of that kind of failure, because we reported to the police, we demanded for money to carry out investigations, they never found anything from them till now. But interestingly, those challenges are also the story of the Institute. I had several moments that ended up being like turning points. So one of them was the award in South Africa after the burglary. But there have been many other things. I can remember during the COVID pandemic, that time was a very rough and difficult time. And the decision to keep running, to keep the organization going, was one that faced a lot of resistance. But it was that moment that that was when we began online courses, started offering global programs along with organizations like the British Computer Society and so on. And I think that time ended up helping us to scale, to be able to reach many more people. That said, we have not gotten there. We are definitely not gotten there. There is a long journey ahead of us. I am excited about the journey itself, and I look forward to continuing that journey, especially because I know that we're still going to transition from here to other campuses around Africa and around the world eventually. So originally we started at General Gas, a 3-bedroom flat. It was a dilapidated building, a dilapidated structure given for creativity. Then we moved on to Olereke, a structure that had 30 classrooms. We began building this campus, and we're still on this. Ultimately, this campus is going to be able to take about 1,000 people at a time. And it's been an interesting journey. One thing about this place that many people might not know is just how much of the battles that we've had to fight to even be here. So for example, buying the land, starting construction, finding out that the seller was a 419, like we will call it in Nigeria, a fraudster. Excited about everything because at the end of the day, regardless of the challenges, the story has continued, the impact has continued. What that implies is that at the end of the day, when we are telling the stories, we are the victors of that story. Even the fraudsters that defrauded us, I mean today, they are sometimes in EFCC nets, sometimes in police. They might have gotten the money that they got there, but they are the victims of the story, not us. I think that at the end of the day, it's really about the people. So we've always said that great people happen here. We want stories of greatness. Twim Institute is all about promoting the greatness of people And I want it to be that 10 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, people should be able to point to how Twim Institute helped to change their lives for the better. First of all, this generation is very blessed. This generation has the internet. The internet has everything. You literally don't have to travel to learn anything. And this is the generation that can go online. You don't need to pay a radio station to amplify your voice. You can literally do it with your own account. This is the generation that has access to resources, that has access to tools, and all of that. This is also the generation that has the highest number of billionaires that are young people that the world has ever seen. And that has spread even to Nigeria. Even in Nigeria, there are many young people who are making money thanks to the power of the internet. This is the generation that has every reason to do well. So to every young person out there, I would say maybe stop searching for direction and wasting your time looking for direction. The direction is there already. What you need to do is to get started with your work. So if you want to come to Twim Institute, please feel free to do so and bring a lot of money.
Thank you very much, sir.
Twim Institute, where we do